And we just mentioned the television show the other day, King of the Hill. Guy named Johnny Hardwick, who did the voice of Dale Gribble, has passed away at 64. He was found dead at 64.
I hate it.
I know you hate it. Yeah.
Is that still the threshold for found dead, age 64?
I think you can be found dead at 64. I think until you get to life expectancy, which is what, about 75, 77, I think you can be found. The word found in front of
Yeah, that generally means accidental or who knows
suspicious circumstance. Yeah. They don't know that there's no cause of death listed. This is the voice he did.
I know what's wrong with it. It's a Ford. You know what they say Ford stands for, don't you? It stands for fix it again, Tony.
You're thinking of a Fiat, Dale.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of nonsense.
Classic King of the Hill.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's King of the Hill. That's a good voice.
Didn't they reboot that?
Well,
King of the Hill?
Here's the deal. They were rebooting it. The question is, has he recorded his parts or not? Because the reboot was on the way. It ended in 2010 or 11.
Yeah.
And they were going to do, like a lot of shows, do a reboot. And it's just hard, but they don't know if he recorded his parts or not.
I mean, it's. I always enjoyed the show. I like Mike Judge. I like the animation. But 3 of the voice actors are now dead.
Is that right?
Brittany Murphy she died very young.
She's young, yes.
Tom Petty became a voice.
Oh, that's right.
And now you've got, I can't remember the man's name.
Hardwick. Johnny Hardwick.
I think to me, you could almost find somebody probably to take over the Brittany Murphy parts, do it similar. But doing Dale, that's
the hard one. That was a really famous one, right?
Oh, yeah,
Dale.
he was in, I think they did 259 episodes of the show. He was in 258 of them.
Who is?
I can see that.
Is he the guy that's like?
No, that's Boom.
That's Boom.
Okay, he was really famous. He's still alive.
Dale had a rocket wife who was secretly sleeping with John Redcorn.
Okay.
Yeah. Because his son was
a fit Native American, who lived locally, and Dale Gribble's son was a Native American. Was very Native American looking.
Dang it, Joseph.
But Dale didn't know for years. He never made the connection between John Redcorn and his son.
And John Redcorn was having an affair with
Mrs. Gribble.
I see. The laughter at the end of that clip. I love the clip there.
I know what's wrong with it. It's a Ford. You know what they say Ford stands for, don't you? It stands for fix it again, Tony.
You're thinking of a Fiat, Dale.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of nonsense.
The other day.
That's Stephen Root.
Is that who that is?
That's Stephen Root.
I love
doing the other
him.
voice.
Yeah, I love him. The other day I was at the pickleball court, like I often am.
Yeah.
And a guy came up to me and he says, "Hey, man, good to see you out here. You got a face for radio." I mean, and like, 5 of us.
Oh, what a burn.
Yeah. And guys I'm normally out there with are like, "Man, you're just doing your fake laugh."
We did that the first night.
Yeah. How many times have you heard that in your career? More than you'd ever realize.
I think the first time I heard it, I was about 15, working an AM.
The first time you love it.
And somebody said, "Perfect job for you. You got a face for radio." I was like, "Oh man, that's a great burn."
Yeah.
Then you hear it over and
it's like the first time you hear the phrase, "You're working hard," or hardly working.
Yeah. Heard that at Henry James Barbecue when I was about 14.
The first time you hear it, it's like, that's brilliant.
But then
it wears out.
It's like the Fiat Forge. It's like fix it again, Tony. It's that joke, You hear it over that and PETA, people eating tasty animals.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. But they said just the other night, "Man, you got a face for radio." Knee slapper. I mean, knee.
Next time it happens, you know what?
Next
time it happens to you, don't laugh.
I did.
Just stay straight face and just say, "What the F does that mean?"
What are you supposed?
Just watch the fear.
What are you trying to say?
Or keep Visine in your pocket and pretend like you're crying. Just dribble it in your eyeballs. What? What? I'm horrid. Look away.
I gotta go.
I know. You think I don't know when I stare in the mirror? I'm hideous.
Yes.
Faithful radio.
That's even better. Either one of those is great. Faithful radio, no.
Well, they get offended. You could have just said you've heard it before. You'd have to put on this Broadway production.